Okay, so you were saying that it's a change in in our conceptual field.
Right. I mean, that's the whole thing of Kabbalah is that it's not like psychology. It's not Chassidut even. It's a an alteration, a shift, a correction of one's conceptual field that that changes how we kind of move through the world and assess our life and the moment or whatever. And it's very subtle and it just kind of builds over time. But it's not like something, it's like Kabbalah is not the kind of thing where you study a text and then you can translate it into some concrete, tangible, labelable um integrate, shift in your psyche. It's much more subtle than that. And yeah, yeah,
So, but in a certain sense, like the breath of the bones is very subtle, but
right.
I'm just wondering like
But
how
so
to,
to expect to be able to learn about it and then like kind of have some concrete labelable transformation, it changes, your whole, it just is. Like there's different ways to change. You can change by goading and pushing and pulling, and you can change by altering your and correcting your conceptual field so that when you like you're just your whole posture of understanding is changing slowly and correcting slowly. And it's not
uh,
something that you can um it takes time and it kind of, I don't know how to explain it, but that's
so
the best I can do.
I know what you're saying, but I asked everybody to write a paragraph on how like whatever we learned, all the learning and meditation,
Mm-hmm.
if it affected their meditation practice in any way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Right. So maybe it is, and maybe it doesn't. I mean, it's yet like it's going to impact everything, but it just is it's a practice, it's a process. It's not, it's different. It's a different kind of light than reading a self-help book and the Spinoza or whatever his name is, like that's, you
Joe
kind of check.
Dispenza, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's not that it doesn't work that way. It doesn't mean it's in contradiction to that. It's fine to work on that other level as well. But to expect that Kabbalah should function like that kind of tool, it's just not how it is.
That's good. That's really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
In terms of like integrating more of breath of the bones into our meditation practice, do you have any like,
To just tune in there, like, where
yeah,
is my breath of the bones? Like, just try to find it. I mean, it's findable.
right, right. Like just get very quiet and just,
I mean, meditation is a continuous flow of thought on a particular object or point of focus. So you pick something as your focus. So your focus can be the question of how do I want to tune into my breath of the bones. That's my focus. That's my intention for this meditation is to find it.
or to check to tune into the chokmah of the body. That's a little bit different, right?
Right, right, right.
Because I mean the chokmah, I don't know, would you say that it begins up here or just
Um,
how would you tune into the chachma, the supernal chachma that's within us?
well, I
Or
mean, are you talking about the Slobodka piece, or are you talking about the
yeah,
Karna? Uh-huh.
yeah,
So, um, just, I mean, I think that is more like that's not so much Kabbalah per se. It's definitely more um, aligned with and similar to and translatable into um, the more psychological layer of teaching and of self. And so, there is a practice already of like talking to your body and asking it what it wants and what it thinks. And I think, that's
Right,
real. And
right.
mhm.
That's a
And
different
then,
kind of meditation.
right. And it's, I think useful in terms of like health things, and also it's useful in terms of like changing habits, like eating and things like that, like wanting to make changes in those areas of things. I think
Right,
it's good to
right,
do it in dialogue with the body and to find
right,
out what it needs in order to um participate, to succeed in those goals. And
right. That's a different kind of meditation.
yeah.
Right. And then I think the third big thing is the Ruach HaKodesh. Like, um, I was talking to someone in the group and she said to me, like, for her, it's like, it's the first thing that comes to her. Like, she knows that's the truth.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Uh-huh.
always necessarily feel that, except sometimes it just comes and I know it's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Mm-hmm.
but it, but, but I guess everybody has a different,
Right.
it's a different
Right.
kind of meditation just to, Harini Hashem Darkecha, Lev
Mm-hmm.
Tavitali Elokim.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different way of tuning in and just listening, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 I mean, I have a lot to say about that, but it's in the
Right,
book that hopefully will be coming
right.
out.
Can you send me those notes that you didn't read? Do you have it in your computer about Ruach HaKodesh?
Maybe. Think
Maybe. Oh, okay, you don't have to.
maybe. Yeah.
I think it's a really important thing. Like
Uh-huh.
I would really like to summarize it and share it with the group if you're
Mm-hmm.
comfortable with it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right.
Um, okay, I think this is like just really
Mm-hmm.
helpful. And I'm gonna put this on the meditation group just for people to
Mm-hmm.
because I think it's really good to do this show on what
Mm-hmm.
because it was amazing what we went through.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I mean, everybody said last year was great, but this year was even greater.
Really, that's what they said. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like yeah, it was a very powerful meeting of souls
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
teachings and meditations.
Yeah. It's a great group. It really is. Very.
Yeah, Baruch Hashem. Okay, I'm gonna unrecord us. 1 minute, hold on. Stop recording. Okay.